program. Over to you, Dr. Praveen.
Thank you, Ms. Meghala, for a nice introduction. So we have been hearing various lectures, during the last few days, which is starting from Earth's surface, Earth's atmosphere, then going beyond Earth, various planets, planetary system, sun, then of course our universe. But this has given you a basic level of knowledge on space science and technology. But most of the students attending in this program may be so interested to know what are all opportunities available for them for higher studies. And being a space enthusiast, you will have some kind of option to become a space scientist in future. So I would like to give some light on the opportunities, research opportunities available within our country in space science and technology by this talk. So in my talk, I will be covering on various institutions involved in space science research and major domains of research, and also various opportunities for conducting research, and also human resource generation programs and activities at ISRO, various platforms for presenting your findings, research, as well as for your participation for gaining more knowledge in the space science and technology. These things only I will be covering in my talk. As you all know, by hearing the previous talks, the major domains of space science, which includes atmospheric science. Actually, though I am telling atmospheric science, we will be concentrating more on the upper atmosphere, as what we had our magnetic magnetosphere, ionosphere, then space weather, its interaction, all these things we have had in our previous talks. Then coming to the major field, that is astronomy and astrophysics, then not least even planetary science, then heliophysics. These are all the major domains. But as you know, there are many other areas are also there. For example, we are telling about astrophysics here, but astrochemistry is there, astrobiology is there. That is also gaining momentum now in our program. So a few talks will be there in the coming days related to astrobiology also. We will hear more on the next talk on that. So here I would like to list out some of the major institutes as well as academic institutions who are involved in space science research as well as in technology, also space technology. So while coming to, as you know, most of our institutes in India is under various departments of Government of India or under the ministry of some of the ministries. Okay, for example, Ministry of Science and Technology, they are holding CSIR as well as Department of Science and Technology. Under these two domains, we are having some institutes. For example, under Center for Scientific and Industrial Research, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. Under that, we have two institutes, major institutes. One is National Physical Laboratory, situated in New Delhi, as well as National Geophysical Research Institute, located at Hyderabad. They are all involving in our atmospheric studies. Then coming to Department of Science and Technology, under that, few institutes like Indian Institute of Astrophysics, situated in Bangalore, and Raman Research Institute in Bangalore. Then Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Sciences at Nainital. They are all involved mostly in the astronomy and astrophysics field. ARI is also involved in atmospheric studies. Then coming to our own domain, that is Department of Space, where we are all belonging. Under Department of Space, some autonomous laboratories are there. First, One is Physical Research Laboratory, which is situated in Ahmedabad. You have heard a lot of speakers in our previous talks. They were from Physical Research Laboratory. Then the other one is National Atmospheric Research Laboratory, which is located at Tirupati. Actually, they are more concentrating on studies of the Earth atmosphere, ionosphere, and to a certain extent, planetary atmosphere also. Then coming to our own educational institute, that is Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, which is situated at Thiruvananthapuram. They are also contributing not only to the academic programs, but also to research programs in space science for more than 4 decades of research in space science related areas. I will cover all details in the coming slides. And also we have a space astronomy group at UR Rao Satellite Center at Bangalore. They are also involved in astronomy studies and research, as well as in heliophysics. They are also contributing towards scientific payloads in our missions, in planetary missions, lunar missions, as well as in our Aditya L1 mission, our first space-based observatory to study sun. Then, of course, we have Space Application Center at Ahmedabad. They are also equally contributing to our space exploration programs. They are providing all kinds of imaging payloads, synthetic aperture radar, to study the surface, subsurface studies, more geological studies, geomorphology, all these things we are studying with the help of the scientists from that center. Then coming to Department of Atomic Energy, DA, under that we have a number of institutions who are mainly contributing towards astronomy and astrophysics studies and research, among which Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, as we know, which is established at the time or before we got independence of that time. It is established in Mumbai. So as the name indicates, the research is mostly concentrated on fundamental sciences, but they are contributing more in our astronomy field also. When I am telling on astronomy, we have to remember that our satellite AstroSat, our multi wavelength observatory in space, DFR is contributing a lot to that. I am coming in the coming slides for more details. And also we have National Center for Radio Astronomy, which is located at Pune. As the name indicates, they are concentrating more on radio astronomy. And also we have Radio Astronomy Observatory, Radio Astronomical Center at Ooty. We have a telescope there. Then, of course, one educational institution is also there under DA, like what we have ISD at Trivandrum. They have NICER, National Institute of Science, also contributing, though it is a new department formed there. They are also contributing towards data analysis of most of our planetary mission data and bringing science. Then coming to the academic institutions. See, here I have not listed many. Why? Because if I am going to list out many, it will take away most of my slides here. But I will just highlight a few of such educational institutions. The first of its kind is IUCA, that is Indian University. This is Indian University of Indian. I forgot its name. Okay, it is under UGC, University Grants Commission. Actually, it is a coordination of all universities and in astronomy and astrophysics. So they are also taking up a number of projects and also incorporating many faculties from inside uh, within our country. And they are also part of most AstroSat program have contributed payloads. And coming to our Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore, they also have departments in atmospheric science, and of course space science and technology related departments are there. And we have STC is also there, space technology cell. I will come to those details in my coming slides. And of course, a series of institutes, that is our new generation institute, that is Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research. Here also many such institutes are involved. I am not going to list out, just like IIT, Indian Institute of Technologies, many are there. Then universities, coming to universities. Actually, university also helping us a lot to bringing out science after analyzing our planetary science, lunar science, and astronomy mission data. They are directly connecting with us in the announcement of opportunity data analysis projects. So I am not going much detail into that sector. Okay, IUCA is an inter-university center for astronomy and astrophysics. Now only it got my. Okay, now coming to the under Department of Space, earlier I told that some institutes and laboratories are there. So among which the premier one is the Physical Research Laboratory. As you know, it is known as the cradle of space science in India, which is founded by Dr. Vikram Sarabhai in 1947. And the research areas are astronomy and astrophysics, planetary science and solar system exploration, solar and heliophysics, space and atmospheric sciences, geosciences, atomic, molecular and optical physics, and of course theoretical physics. These are all the major research domains of PRI. Now coming to the opportunities for the students community. I will start from below. Why? Because the topmost is for the high-end research. So final semester of the project training, those who are doing final semesters of undergraduate or postgraduate programs, they are having some kinds of opportunity to do some project in some of these institutes. So one such institute is PRI. Then of course they are having some summer internship program. There also students can take part in it and they can submit their proposals. They can be part of any of the projects going there or a new project with the help of the faculty there. And in this summer program, they will be coming to know more about the basics of our research areas, somewhat in detail. Then coming to the research fellowship program. As you know, after post-graduation, maybe after MSc or MTech, there is opportunity to carry out research. For that, some fellowship is provided in terms of junior research fellowship. After 2 years, they will become senior research fellow. At that time, it is called senior research fellowship. So usually it is a 4-year aim. During that period, you will be getting a monthly fellowship. Okay, so there is a screening mechanism for all these things. You should be, qualify for some eligibility test based on your basic qualification and the grade in that, and also this eligibility test, your score. For example, one is a national eligibility test, NET, as well as justice the joint entrance screening test. So depends upon all this score of whatever these candidates attained. Based on that, there is a screening is involved. Based on that only, all the selection happens. Then coming to the next level is postdoctoral fellowship. Once the PhD is awarded, you are still eligible to continue the research in the same institute or wherever you want. At that time also, you are eligible to get some fellowships, but depends upon, again, your topic of interest and somebody to mentor you there in that institute, the availability, and of course, the fund that is also matters in every institute. So only some limited opportunities are there while you are going step by step in this ladder of academic attainment. Under this category also, postdoctoral fellowship, it is known in different names, and also the fellowship also varies. For example, Ramanuja Fellowship, then Inspire Faculty Fellowship, that is instituted by DST, and of course the usual postdoctoral fellowship that is provided by CSIR, UGC, they are also providing, and in addition to that, these institutes, they are also providing it using from their own fund. So I will just a little bit detail on this research fellowship program. So I am taking an example of IIRS, since I can't go with all institutes, but most of the institutes almost follows these same kinds of yardstick for all these fellowship programs. For example, bachelor's and master's degree in science and engineering with at least first class, that is 60%. This is the requirement for JRF program. Then candidates expecting their master's degree, for example, recently they have issued one notification. So I have taken that one as the information here. So it is told that a master's degree by August 2023, they are also eligible to apply, subject to having secured at least a first class, that is already told 60%, or equivalent grades, up to the last semester. Candidates from disciplines of any branch of physics, engineering physics, photonics, space physics, atmospheric science, environmental science, meteorology, geology, geophysics, and remote sensing, they are all eligible to apply. Preference also will be given to candidates who have completed their master's degree in the last 2 years. So means they are in the waiting. So those who are recently passed out or waiting for the results, preference will be given to those who have passed earlier. Of course, performance in the interview, that matters. That is one of the criteria, and the candidate's research interest. All these matters. And it is an online submission process. Whenever this notification is there, you can submit it online with all your supporting documents. And applicants should have qualified for any one of the following examinations. As I told you, some eligibility tests are involved. For example, CSIR UGC NET, thereof. That is June 2022 in physical sciences, chemical sciences, earth, atmospheric, ocean, and planetary sciences, these streams. Then, of course, GATE 2021, 22, 23 in physics, geology and geophysics, atmospheric and oceanic sciences, chemistry. Then coming to that joint entrance screening test, in short, JEST. Actually, this test is a consortium of some of the institutes in our country. They are jointly conducting this test as per their requirement. That is called this test in physics. Actually, this stream is in physics. Then, of course, you are familiar with the UGC, that is University Grants Commission and NET, thereof. That is also in December 21 and December 22. That is taken for December 2022 in environmental science. These are all applicable to candidates applying in geosciences, planetary sciences, space exploration, physics at the UG and PG levels. That is mandatory for candidates applying in planetary sciences as well as space exploration. So here again, it is highlighted that there should be a valid score as per the All India rank, especially as you know, in gate score and other things is very important. So though sometimes vacancies are there, that even though you are qualified in that test, it does not guarantee that you will be given that fellowship. So all these things matters. Now coming to the space physics laboratory, as I told you, BSSC Tirunelveli. They are actually having a heritage of more than 4 decades in our atmospheric science studies. And they have a network of observatories, ground-based observatories. That is what is highlighted in this left image. And also various instruments and platforms, ground-based observations for studying the atmosphere, various processes at different levels. That is what is shown on the right side. And the basic research areas in this space physics laboratory are atmospheric dynamics. If somebody wants to study atmospheric dynamics, you can opt this as one of the institutes. Or then atmospheric technology, aerosols, trace gases, radiative force. Actually, a vibrant group of scientists are involved in this aerosols, trace gases, and radiative forcing. That doesn't mean that other groups do not have it. But if I am telling, they have established a network of stations all over the country. And I think some of the universities, if they are attending here in this talk, they may be knowing better that they are also part of this network. Then coming to microwave and boundary layer physics. Then numerical atmospheric modeling. Then of course, planetary science. In planetary science, when I'm telling, SPL have contributed a lot by providing scientific payloads for conducting different experiments in space. In the case of Mars orbiter mission or previous Chandrayaan 1, Chandrayaan 2, and like that. A series the students community for both research fellows of giving doctoral fellowships as well as research associates by providing postdoctoral fellowship. So coming to the students programs, since they are part of Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. So ISRO has provided some guidelines to all its centers. So here I am taking an example of VSSC. So VSSC offers a limited number of opportunities for academic project work to final year students. So the courses, if you are seeing, the students of what background? MTech, integrated MSc, Physics, Chemistry, MSc Physics, Chemistry, Meteorology, Space Science, Technology, MSc Computer Science, Data Analytics, MPhil, that is in Physics, Chemistry, of course, then we have. Then coming to the PhD academic project work, that is for the students who completed coursework and having a minimum 60% CGPA. They are eligible. And the duration varies for a minimum of 30 days to 1 year. Then coming to the internship program on disciplines of science technology, which are relevant to those ISRO, our programs and activities. One thing I want to highlight, somebody wants to join from a faraway distance, coming to that place, you are seeking accommodation somewhere. Of course, some expenses involved. But here, there is no stipend to support you. It is based on your interest and with your own resources, you will have to. Otherwise, you will have to seek or you will have to go to a nearby laboratory, ISRO laboratory. That is one way of doing internships. But here also, one issue is there. Here also, online system is involved for submission of your interest. But it does not guarantee that you will get it. Why? Because two factors are there. Only the number is so limited. Then the other one, as you know, ISRO, all laboratories, they are very much busy with some of our activities like a launch. So during that time frame, all these labs will be busy with some activities. So they may not be able to offer that many opportunities in number wise to the seekers. So here I just want to tell about this internship is offered to students pursuing and enrolled for regular on-campus BE Beta, ME MTech, MSc, Integrated MSc, PhD, BSc Physics Chemistry, as well as BSMS Physics Chemistry, a recognized university or institution, both from India as well as abroad for Indians. Then this duration is a minimum of 21 days to a maximum of 45 days. Usually that period, 2 block period is there. That is this 21 days to 45 days. One is in the time during the time frame of May to July. The other one is October to December. These 2 time windows are there. So what is the prerequisite for applying such an internship? Why I am stressing all these things? I know most of the students attending this program, they may be so interested since they are all falling under this category. For example, those doing the courses of BE, BTech, BSc, Physics Chemistry, Integrated MSc, or MS, BSMS in Physics Chemistry, they should have completed 4th semester for applying. Then it's aggregate mark of minimum 60% or CGPA 6.32 on a scale of 10. So marks up to the previous semester, that will be considered. So in the case of ME, MTech and MSc, it is the first semester. So you know now here it is a short duration course, for example 2-year course. The previous is an integrated course, 4 years or 5 years program. That's why it's about 4th semester. Here the mark of the qualifying degree is taken. Okay. So that is the first semester. Then for doctoral studies, PhD, those who are doing coursework, not eligible, but once they complete coursework, that is the first year, 1 year. Usually the coursework is the first year of their PhD program. Once they're finished, they're eligible for these kinds of internships. So the mark of the qualifying degree, ME, MTech, MSc, BE, what are their background, that only will be taken. So this internship is offered to students who just completed this program, their degree. It is also offered, this internship is also offered. And integrated MSc, BSc, Physics Chemistry, BSMS, Physics Chemistry, all those backgrounds are also considered. Then the students seeking internship opportunity should apply for internship within 6 months from the completion of the course. That also you will have to notice. Okay, this is the system followed in most of the ISRO centers. So now I am coming to National Atmospheric Research Laboratory, that is NIRL, situated at Tirupati. Actually, that place is known as Gadangi in Tirupati. As you have seen in this image, a lot of antennas are there, an array of antennas. So using this antenna, so there's it is called MST radar, mesosphere, stratosphere, troposphere radar. As you know, these are all the layers of the atmosphere of Earth. So various phenomena they are studying using this setup. Okay, so I am not going in depth for those things, but the areas, research areas, I just want to highlight here. One is ionospheric and space research, then atmospheric structure and dynamics, cloud and convective systems, aerosols, radiation and trace gases, weather and climate research. Though I was telling about MST radar, there are various ground-based instruments, equipments are there. So you can see on the right side a list of such instruments. I am stressing upon all these things. See, these are all the beauty of an institute. Since the budget involved, crores of rupees is involved for setting up such laboratories there, and it is meant for the national user community, and it is always open. See, this notification is there, submission of proposal, opportunity for doing conducting some experiments. If you want to utilize MST radar, you can visit this NIRL website and see how you have to submit the proposals. Everything is clear there. So maybe with the help of the faculty of your college or university or the institute, you can submit proposals. Those who are really interested to study the atmosphere of Earth, various domains are there. Since a series of such equipments are there, with that you can study most of the things. Okay, so what they are offering to the students community, which includes doctoral and postdoctoral programs, and visit of the students to see all these facilities. You can see in their websites, there is a provision for that. If a group of students, they want to visit as part of your academic program, so that you will get, when you are seeing in an image, you won't get that kind of feeling. Once you visit there, then you see the facilities and the faculties or the scientists, once they are explaining all the utilities of these equipments, how it is working, that mechanism, everything, then you will get a feel of that enthusiasm. That's more important to go and see it. Now coming to our own institute, that Indian Institute of Science and Technology, is deemed to be university. So they are also having a series of academic programs which include MTech, Electronics and Communication Engineering in avionics specialization, and also BTech, Aerospace Engineering, dual degree, BTech plus Master of Science or Master of Technology, and MTech. So here also in this dual degree program, Master of Science, Astronomy, Astrophysics related degrees also, or specialization is also. Then coming to PhD program, in this again in the almost in the related fields, but aerospace, avionics, earth and space science, physics, mathematics, chemistry, and humanities. So three categories based on the funding agents. One is all these things are supported by ISRO with the support of DOS. Then externally funded or sponsored, as I told you earlier. Maybe you have qualified with the NET. So that funding agency, either CSIR or UGC or under JUST, then the institute itself will support you by funding support. Then certain projects are there. For example, any of these faculty, they want to have some project in one of the AstroSat related data. Utilizing that data, they want to do some project, maybe a 3-year or 2-year project. In that case, they may need some kinds of research fellows, junior research fellows, or project fellows. So they are also eligible to get a fellowship. But it is for a short period of that will be over within that. Once that project is over, that fellowship is also automatically terminated. Unlike in the case of a PhD program, that is a tenure period is there, as I told you earlier, 2 years. First 2 years is for the junior research fellowship. Or among in that first 2 years, first year will be for doing coursework. Okay. Then you will be gradually picking up the problem. Then there is a screening committee or review committee will be there to assess your progress in each and every year. Based on their recommendation only, you will be getting the second one. That is the next senior research fellow. Once that committee recommends, depends upon your progress in your research work, you will be eligible for senior research fellowship. That is from 3rd year it starts. Then third and fourth year also you are eligible. By that time, most of the cases you will be able to submit your PhD thesis. Suppose in case if you can't due to various reasons, then one more year it will be extended. Depends upon the progress and recommendation of the review committee. Then once it is finished, as I told you earlier, postdoctoral fellowships, those who have submitted the fellowship, those who have submitted the thesis, they are eligible for that fellowship, postdoctoral fellowship. Once it is awarded, then also on a incremented rate, you will be getting postdoctoral fellowship. So, though I am telling only about this fellowship, you are also eligible for book grant, a yearly book grant or contingent grant. That is also there. And some of the institutes, they are also providing you travel grant. Okay, why travel grant is required? Suppose, as part of your research programs, you will have to go somewhere in the seminar or symposium or conference and present some of the papers. For that, some travel support is required. For that connection, most of this program are supporting towards travel grants. That also please keep in mind. And in addition to that, hostel facility is available to you. Once you are occupying that hostel, or suppose you are not getting the hostel, you are occupying outside, then HRA, admissible as per the place of that institute. No, as per the central government rules, some rate is there. So house rent allowance is admissible to all these research scholars and PDF. Then, yeah, these are all the main things as far as this fellowship and support to the research students are concerned. This is applicable in many of these institutes. So I am not going each institute's wise details since I did not tell all these things. Coming to other institutes, which is under DST. Sorry, DST, Department of Science and Technology. Now, a number of institutes I have earlier told you, among which one is the Indian Institute of Astrophysics. As the name indicates, they are more focusing on studies related to astrophysics. So in the previous talks, you have heard about a number of observatories under IIA, Bangalore. The Vainu Bapu Observatory at Kavalur, that is situated in Tamil Nadu, as well as in Hanley Observatory in Himalaya, as Gavri Bidan or radio heliograph, and Kodaikanal Observatory. A wealth of data they are collecting. So, only thing that community should be wide enough to take away that advantage. So, they are also offering a number of fellowships in the above research areas, that is sun and solar systems, stars and galaxies, theory and instrumentation. You see that programs integrated MTech PhD tech program, actually they are associating with the University of Kolkata for giving this, awarding this degree. And also visiting students internship program is there, summer program is there. So why I am not telling all the details, since that if you are really looking for details, you can search in the internet for these institutes. Once you go through their URL, all the details are provided. Okay, so you need not worry, even if I am not telling here at this time, you can search and find out it. But this is just to aware you, making you aware that these facilities and institutes are available in our country. So the other institute is Raman Research Institute, located in Bangalore. As you know, this Professor C.V. Raman was founded this institute long back, and now they are celebrating Platinum Jubilee now last year. And the research areas: astronomy and astrophysics, light and matter physics, soft condensed matter, theoretical physics. They are offering PhD program, postdoctoral fellowships, visiting students program. Then coming to Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, TIFR. This is also a deemed university. This is under a Department of Atomic Energy, as I told you earlier. They are also awarding degrees for masters and doctoral programs in basic research, in physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, computer science, as well as in science education. As I'm telling you about the science education, there is a Homi Bhabha Center for Science Education situated in Mumbai. They are conducting Olympiad programs in all these subjects: physics, chemistry, biology, astronomy, all these areas. So they are not only concentrating in research programs, but also the education aspects. Okay, so the main, its headquarters is situated at TFR Mumbai. It's known as TFR Mumbai, and also ICTS is situated here, that is International Center for Theoretical Sciences. Then NCRA, that is National Center for Radio Astronomy, as I told you earlier, Pune. Like that. These are all situated on various parts of the country. Of course, then one more thing I want to highlight here is the TFR campus at Hyderabad. You know, no, there is a balloon facility situated at Hyderabad under TFR. As you know, in the earlier days, all these observations, as you know, this atmosphere is making a lot of impedance to most of the observations from the ground, as we had in the previous talks. So in the earlier days, we had used a balloon platform for conducting all these studies, especially astronomical objects and other things, using X-ray studies, all these things, on the initial stage we have conducted in that platform. This facility is available now as a vibrant way, our scientists are making use of this facility. Since it can carry now tons of weight, that balloon, they have developed in such a way. Okay, so I am also requesting our students community, if possible, to visit that facility also and see. Then coming to the IUCA, Inter-University Center for Astronomy and Astrophysics, situated in Pune, under UGC, University Grants Commission. They are also focusing mainly on astronomy and astrophysics, offering postdoctoral fellowships, research fellowships, and also they are conducting their own test called IUCA National Admission Test, and others. They are also those who are qualified in JUST and also CSR UGC NET. The same stream, as I told you earlier, they are all eligible in different streams. They can enter into the research programs. And they have tie-up with Pune University for conducting a program, MSc Physics and Astrophysics. And another important thing is ISRO, in association with IUCA, has established one AstroSat support cell. As you know, AstroSat, our first space-based multi-wavelength observatory to study the galaxies and other celestial objects and processes. So the main aim of establishing this cell, as you know, once this data from AstroSat is available, some of the students along with the faculty, they want to analyze the data, since the data is already available in the public domain. But they are not familiarized with how to analyze the data, how to bring out the science. So this center or this cell is mainly established to support the user community of AstroSat data. They are conducting awareness programs, workshops. These workshops, they are making use of data analyzing tools, familiarizing with them, and documentation to support you. and they explains about how to submit the proposal. There is some application is already there. Using that one, you can submit the proposals. So what are all the mechanisms in the screening of those proposals? Since this observatory is based on proposal-based observatory, that is, you have to submit no proposals for making observations. So there is a committee screening mechanism, based on their recommendation only, these proposals will be accepted. So some dedicated time is given for Indian observers. If I am remembering right, some 55% of in a year, that observation time is allotted for Indian researchers. And if I'm remembering right, 20% is given for international researchers. Like that, some time allocation is also there. So to know more about that, you can visit this website and know how to submit proposals and other things. It's very clear there. Then coming to the educational and training programs of ISRO and DOS. Here, I would like to tell about, I already covered that our own institute, IIRS, they are involved in our activities and the training programs, through education, imparting, education, training, and research. So I am not going much detail in that. Then, of course, the present program that is START, Space Science and Technology Awareness Training Program. This is a new initiative of ISRO. We are conducting this program in association with IIRS, Indian Institute of Remote Sensing. Actually, they have provided the platform, E-class platform, for the participants of this program. Using that platform, they are conducting a series of training programs, and also in the other platforms also. So here I would just making you aware the other programs. Actually, IIRS is conducting premier training and educational programs in the remote sensing, geoinformatics, and GPS technology for natural resources and disaster management. Once you visit that website in the E-class platform, or those who cannot directly log in, you can visit IIRS website. You will get all the details. And these online programs, how you will be able to attend, everything is there. So make use of all these opportunities. Then another interesting thing is, though I am putting a CSSTEAP, this is nothing but a Center for Space Science and Technology Education in Asia Pacific. Actually, this is in association or with the advice of UN. It is established. Actually, it's very near to our IIRS. Actually, the need is a regional self-reliance and self-sustenance in space science and technology. That is the need. So they are trying to meet that need, and to a certain extent they have attained, and they are succeeded also. And a series of programs they are running. They are taking the faculty support from ISRO centers and DOS centers also. For example, PRL faculties are also involved in their program. Natural resource management system, which supports and conducts a multi-theme and multi-level training programs and awareness workshops by training personnel and different line other departments which are selected from state governments and also from other institutes and ISRO centers. I thought we all had. Okay, then I am coming to the other research opportunities. Whatever I mentioned earlier is purely based on a center-specific or common kind of program. Now, something which are related or specific to some of the missions, or with some other motives, or with some other aim. So I am just touching upon those things here. So first one is the data analysis projects. Then the other one is the scientific payload development. Then also seed funding to develop scientific payload. Of course, then a popular program of ISRO, that is Response Basket. Then I will touch upon STCs, mainly connected with our missions, Aditya L1, then Chandrayaan 2 and 3, AstroSat. So as you know, whenever we have a mission, any science mission, here I have taken an example of, for example, Mars orbiter mission. When the mission was in place and all performance verification, everything is done, then that scientific data starts flowing and it will be archived at our ISSDC. Okay. So after a lock-in period, maybe 6 months or 1 year, during that time frame, the principal investigator of that science experiment, they will analyze the data, they will check the quality of the data, and all this process will be done. Then it will be open to the public. So such enormous data is available. But as you know, the community, the science community is very limited. So of course, we need the support from the academic community. So once they are much deeply involved in analyzing this data, there is no doubt that we will get very meaningful science out of it. So in that direction, we have issued announcement of opportunity to analyze any of this data. For example, Mars orbiter mission data, Chandrayaan 1, Chandrayaan 2, and AstroSat. In all these cases, some announcement of opportunities were issued to analyze this data. So what are all the things involved? What are all kinds of support we have extended? Junior research fellowship, even in certain cases, even postdoctoral fellowship. Computing, that is for any computing tools, softwares you need, it will be provided for analyzing images, any specific software, that also will be. Then travel and contingency. Why it is for travel, I already told you, to participate in some seminars, symposium, conferences like that, and also discussions, scientific discussions, or field trips in case if anything is involved. So very interestingly, we have already supported more than 60 JRFs and more than 50 institutes. And when is it still open? If somebody may have such kinds of thinking, no. This announcement of opportunity will be issued once for planetary as well as lunar missions. But in the case of AstroSat, in every year, this opportunity is issued. Since, as I told you, it is a proposal-based observatory. So 1 year. So I think recently the 13th, such kinds of AO was issued. So it starts from, if I am remembering right, maybe September to October every year, or October to September. That I will have to check. But this is the way. So at that time, based on your proposals, a screening will be done, and based on support will be extended. Okay. Then, in addition to that, AstroSat data utilization projects are also involved. That is a provision. Usually, all these projects we are supporting to a maximum of 3 years. That is also every year we will assess that progress. Based on that only, that support will be extended. So, the research, our youngsters, is a golden opportunity for them to be part of our science missions by analyzing the data and bringing the science results. Okay, I'm not going much in detail in all these things. Okay, as I told you, for any scientific mission, we should have some kind of scientific experiments on board. And each and every time, it should be of one level, technologically as well as scientifically. It should be, one level up, minimum one level. Maybe resolution wise or sensitivity wise. So in that case, we are going for an announcement of opportunity, an open call. soliciting proposals from educational institutions as well for proposing some scientific experiments. It should not be at a level of an idea or a concept, but they should be, we know the practical difficulties since a faculty or a student cannot propose from A to Z kind of proposal there. But the opportunities like that, they can collaborate with those institutes who have already some heritage in proposing such an experiment, or they had a heritage of earlier such experiments. You can collaborate with them. You can be a co-PA, either in the instrument design, then you will have some roles in that responsibility. That should be very clear. With that, you can propose it. So you can wait for the next opportunity since now Chandrayaan 3 is already going to happen. I think very soon we will be going for an AO in such case. So you can be part of that program. So under this also we are supporting JRF equipment, salary, travel and contingency. Then some seed funding for the instrumentation of the instrument development we are providing. There are also these kinds of budget heads are in. Then this RESPOND program, I will just brief on you. RESPOND is nothing but a sponsored research. Okay, during our Professor Satish Dhawan, our chairman, ex-chairman's time started. So it's one of the best examples of the ISRO academia partnership, which started in 1971. And there also few projects are supported under space science. Many universities are the stakeholders, though I listed only very few here. So as you know, the objective is to create a wide research base and expertise in academic institutions, utilize intellectual expertise available in academia and support the space programs. Okay, so I'm not going much detail. So now it is popularly known as a RESPOND basket. So there, as per the ISRO senders, what is their requirement? In which are all areas they need support from the scientific community, the academic community. It is listed there. Center-wise list is there, each ISRO center. So there the topic title of the proposals you have to, there depends upon what is provided there. You have to choose one. Then you also will have to identify a co-principal investigator from the ISRO side. Since from that center only that topic is listed. So if you are interested to contribute towards that, you can be the principal investigator and the concerned group or the division, one of the scientists can be a co-PA. Then you will have to submit a brief write-up. So more than 150 projects are there ongoing. So here, not all the institutions are eligible to submit. That part I will come to you later. Since non-STC means space technology centers, some stakeholders, some institutes are there. They can submit here also. Okay, this is mainly meant for the universities and colleges. Okay, then some non-RAC, these are regional academic centers, they are also not eligible. Okay, so all these things are supported from RESPOND basket. Why that basket means already some topics are put in that basket. So you will have to see each topic and select which is more suitable to you. So all these details, where to submit the proposals and where on online, how it has to be done, all these things are available in a portal called IGRASP. That is ISRO Granting Aid Space Research Programs. Okay, so you can visit in the website. It is not open all the time. On a specific time when it is open, that you will be able to see. Okay. So this is, I am not going in details on these things. Here it is listed out how is this portal is there. Broad areas of research. As I told you, various centers are involved with the areas, sub-areas, theme, topic, everything is listed out. So if we are categorizing, you can see that launch vehicle is there, satellite communication is there, Earth observation is there, space science is there, meteorology is there. These are all somewhat very much relevant to ISRO, all these things. Now I am coming to space technology cell. Actually, it is aimed to pursue advanced research in the areas of relevance to the future technological and programmatic needs of the Indian space program. The activities of STCs are directed to maximize the use of the research potential, infrastructure, expertise, and experience, which is already existing in ISRO, and also institutes where STC is established. The activities of STCs are guided by the terms and conditions as per the memorandum of understandings. So you can see that there are about 9 technology cells which are situated most of the IITs, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Roorkee, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Guwahati. In addition to that, we have at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, as well as Savitri Phule Pune University, Pune. Okay, so I am not going much detail there. Now coming to the regional academic centers. Regional academic center is a regional level of initiative to pursue advanced research in the areas of relevance to the future technological and programmatic needs of the Indian space program. Okay, here also it is based on an MOU. Some 6 regional academic centers have been set up at different geographic locations. As you are seeing in the southern part, you can see that it is in the NITs and institutes of technologies. NIT Surathkal is there, IIT BH Varanasi, NIT Patna, then of course Guwahati University, then NIT Kurukshetra, then MNT Jaipur. They are all the stakeholders of this program. Okay, I am not going to this kind of review mechanism of proposals. Then coming to the space technology incubation centers, in short, it is called a STIC. The objective is to a new initiative to form an ecosystem with ISRO, institute and startups industry with the STIC at its center. So it's a kind of 3 parties collaboration. The focus on the development of technical and entrepreneurial attitude of students. So academia, startup industry. Then the STIC is playing a major role with this. So the selection is NIT and engineering institutions with a good track record in Tier 2 cities where no space technology activities ISRO centers unit exists. Okay. So these are all the space technology incubation centers located at different places. Okay, that is, you can see one is in Bhopal, MANIT, then VNIT Nagpur, then NIT Jalandhar, NIT Rourkela, then NIT Agartala, then NIT Tiruchirappalli, like that. So we are supporting some 42 projects, and many projects have completed, and more than 350 students are already trained under this program. Okay, not going into these details. So we have also established one Satish Dhawan Center for Space Science in Jammu. That is in October 2018. Now we are supporting some fellowships also there. And some programs are going on very much relevant to us. Some labs, geospatial applications, atmospheric and climate studies, astrophysics and material studies, all these things. Then of course we are coming to the Aditya L1 support cell. As I told you, Aditya L1 mission, our first dedicated spacecraft mission to study the sun, which is proposed to be launched in this year. So we have established a support cell. It's a joint effort of ISRO as well as Arivata Research Institute of Observational Sciences. Actually, it is set up to act as a community service center for the guest observers in preparing science observing proposals and analyzing science data. As I told you earlier, just like an AstroSat support cell. Now, those kinds of, almost the mandate is same. Here also, the observers will be trained how to submit the proposals, and also there will be, given training how to analyze the data, as well as what are all the experiments on board Aditya L1. Everything will be familiarized through this set. So, and they are also conducting a series of workshops. Almost 4 workshops are already over. Many students have taken part and got trained. So the next opportunity I would just like to tell to our community here in this platform that starts on 29th September and will be over by 1st October 2023. It will be conducted at the Department of Physics, IIT Kanpur. So please, you may go through that website of IIRS and or even IIT Kanpur also. You can maybe on a later part a link would be provided there also. Those students who are pursuing MSc, integrated MSc, 4th or 5th year in physics, astronomy, astrophysics, or MTech in engineering sciences are encouraged to apply. Those who have passed MSc, MTech in 2022 and the above mentioned subject are also eligible to apply for this workshop. Okay. So COSPAR, now I am coming to the international opportunities for the researchers, especially for those who are as a JRF or SRF or postdoctoral fellow or young faculty or a faculty or a space enthusiast. If they are contributing towards some of the problems and submitting some abstracts in some assembly. Actually, COSPAR is conducting a series of such programs. One is workshop, other is fellowship program, other is assembly, then one kind of one more is there, symposium. These are all the main programs of COSPAR. So I just want to tell about these things in brief. COSPAR is a regular program of capacity building workshops. Some 3 workshops they are conducting all over the world in different places. They are encouraging the scientific use of space database scientists in developing countries. So the typical duration of the workshop is 2 weeks. So those who really want can just visit that COSPAR website and see where is this COSPAR workshop is conducting. Okay. Then those who are successfully conducting these workshops, since they will be having some kinds of collaboration with some scientists abroad. So if you want to continue that topic further, there is a fellowship program is involved. That is also there is to about 2 to 6 weeks. You can visit that foreign lab and get trained there, have discussions and come back so that you can continue from your post institute further research. So I am not going much in detail here. Then COSPAR Scientific Assembly. Every 2 years, COSPAR is conducting an assembly called COSPAR Assembly or Scientific Assembly. So last time it was conducted in Athens. So next year it will be conducted in South Korea. So that will be conducted in 13th to 21st July 2024. A call for papers and announcement will be issued in this month. So please be watch on that. Okay. So you will be able to get a very good chance to present your findings. Then COSPAR Symposia. As I told you, the last one was conducted in Singapore. There also the idea is almost the same, but on a regional wise they are conducting it. So you can look for the next opportunity. Then coming on our own science symposium, that is called the National Space Science Symposium. This is also we are conducting every alternate years. So the next opportunity, since we conducted in 2022 in ISRO, Kolkata. So the next opportunity is coming in 2024 that will be conducted at Goa University. And that announcement will be issued very soon. So the topics are very much relevant to our space science related thing, Earth and atmospheric science, astronomy and astrophysics, planetary science, instrumentation, etc. And also poster sessions will be there. Then of course oral presentation will be there, and best poster and oral presentations, a prize is there. So some rewards are there for you. So make use of the best opportunity. Thank you. A few more. I just want to tell about Indian Space Science Data Center. Okay, as I told you, most of our science missions data are archived at this center, and it is available to the public. There, that website is shown above. You can visit that website. You can register there. You will get credentials. You can make use of this data, start analyzing. Okay. With this,